Winter always exposes how well we truly manage our homes, our bodies, and our resources. Staying warm without running the heater at full tilt is part science, part practical knowledge, and part old-world ingenuity. If you're new here at Second Half Wisdom, subscribe and like the video. We unpack practical skills, history, and life knowledge for the second half of life. Now, let's get to work. Start with heat retention in the home environment. Heat management is an ancient survival strategy. Romans used heated floors, while medieval dwellers sealed wind gaps with wool or straw. Today, we apply the same principle with modern tools that require little money or skill. The first step is blocking drafts around windows and doors. A simple roll of weather-stripping insulating tape or removable plastic window film can stop cold air from leaking in. If you can feel cold at the base of the door, use a draft blocker. It works immediately. Closing unused rooms reduces the cubic space you must warm, making the heat you generate more efficient. Heavy curtains or thermal drapes can make a measurable difference, especially at night when glass radiates cold. For older homes with original windows, layering with a thin sheer behind a thick curtain traps warm air near the living space. Layering clothing the correct way helps maintain core temperature. Survival manuals and polar expeditions agree. Staying warm starts with the core. A thin thermal base layer draws moisture away from the skin, a mid-layer retains heat, and an outer layer blocks drafts. Wool remains the best natural insulator. It keeps heat even when damp. Compression socks help with circulation, and a good knit hat prevents heat loss from the head. Indoors, this controlled layering allows you to stay warm at lower thermostat settings without discomfort. Generating heat through controlled movement. Now that's something folks have been doing for ages. Body heat is the oldest furnace on record, you know. Just a bit of light movement elevates your circulation enough to raise your internal temperature, and you don't even have to break a sweat. Maybe try a short set of chair squats, a 10-minute resistance band routine, or just a brisk sweep of the house. Any of those will warm your muscles and get your blood flowing. Back in the early 20th century, cold factories kept workers moving for the very same reason. And for those of us over 40, it's smart to focus on low-impact motions that warm up the joints without causing any strain. Movement really is free fuel. Using moisture, airflow, and humidity to your advantage can make a big difference. Dry winter air, well, it accelerates heat loss faster than you'd think. But a small humidifier, or even just a pot of boiling water on the stove, can raise humidity enough to make the air feel warmer, even if the temperature's the same. Sealing up gaps and reducing airflow helps prevent convective cooling. That's actually the same principle they use in Arctic shelters. Heated throws or microwavable heat packs are great too. They offer concentrated warmth without having to raise the room temperature. Just placing one at your lower back or feet can make a real strong difference in how comfortable you feel. Let's talk about strategic heat sources without running the heater all the time. The goal here is localized heat, not heating up the whole house. A ceramic space heater in the room you're actually using will use far less energy than having central heat running across all the rooms. Electric blankets, thermal bedding, and flannel sheets, those trap warmth all through the night. Many old homesteads used brick warmers, but these days we've got modern equivalents that are safer and a whole lot more efficient. Staying warm in winter without blasting the heater really isn't difficult. It's just knowledge applied, plain and simple. If you found this useful, go ahead and subscribe, share, and keep learning with Second Half Wisdom.